Welcome to the first episode of Generic Math Questions, where we choose to answer any random mathematics questions. So the first question we'll look at reads, a closed box measures x plus 2 centimeters by x centimeters by h centimeter as shown in the diagram. A, given that the total surface area of the box is 52 centimeters squared, show that h is equal to 26 minus 2x minus x squared over 2x plus 2. B, given further that h is equal to 3, show that the above equation reduces to x squared plus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0. And C, solve the equation x squared plus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0, and hence find the surface area to volume ratio of the box. And that is a diagram of the box. Okay, so we can begin solving the question, and let me just redraw the box. So we have h is equal to that, and the total surface area that we have been given is 52 centimeters squared. So this is basically just a matter of applying formulas, but unfortunately the nature of mathematics is that it involves so many formulas, so just a little logic applied instead of really mastering the formula. This box literally is just made of three shapes that are being duplicated. So we have the front here, which are marking, and it's just the same thing that is at the back, and the side is basically that side. The top also has a bottom. So if we were to dissect, or rather get the individual sides, we would find the front, which would have x plus 2 centimeters and 8 centimeters, and the normal formula is area is equal to L times B, and we've already seen that this side is already duplicated at the back, so we can simply multiply it by 2. The same will be true for the other side that has x centimeters and 8 centimeters. The formula still remains the same, and it's still multiplied by 2. And the same can be said about the other side. So from these three dissections, we can see that the total area will be area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. Now, what do we know? We have the length as x plus 2, we have the width as x centimeters, and the height as h centimeters. So from this, we can basically see that the total surface area will just be multiplying these in this particular combination. 2 length width plus 2 length height plus 2 height width, which is just coming from the area 1, the area 2, and the area 3. Nothing much to it. So we have the total surface area as 52, and now to just be a matter of replacing each parameter with the given values. So by doing that, we finally get 52 is equal to 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2h plus 2hx. So this basically becomes 52 is equal to 2x squared plus 2 plus 2xh plus 2x plus 2hx. Okay, so further multiplying, we get 52 is equal to 2x squared plus 4x plus 2xh plus 4h plus 2hx. At this point, we can see if we have any like terms that can be added together, and we have 2xh and 2hx, which are two like terms. And so writing them together, we'll just have 52 is equal to this, that, and 2xh, 2xh, since hx is just the same as xh. So adding that, we finally get that value as 4xh. At this point, we can see that everything here is divisible by 2, so we can reduce the entire equation. Since there's an equal to sign, what we do at the left or the right will be the same as the opposite. So if we divide this side by 2, we also divide the other side by 2, which gives us 26 is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 2xh plus 2h. Now, the question wants us to leave the answer as h is equal to 2x minus 26 minus x squared over 2x plus 2. So this becomes a matter of making h the subject of the formula. So rewriting this in respect to h, we just get that. And if you watched our previous video, we explained on how this is just the same as that. So at this point, we can take anything that's not having a value of h to the other side of the equal to sign, and this leaves us with 2xh plus 2h is equal to 26 minus x squared minus 2x. We can now begin to factorize. Since we're making h the subject of the formula, we can factor out h, and it gives us 2x plus 2 is equal to 26 minus x squared minus 2x. At this point, we can divide both sides by 2x plus 2, and let's just rewrite that on another page. So rewriting that, and we said we can divide it by 2, x plus 2 on both sides. So the 2x plus 2 on the left hand side will cancel out, which will just leave us with h is equal to 26 minus x squared minus 2x over 2x plus 2, as the question said. Now, at this point, we can just rewrite it in the format that the question needed it. And so this becomes h is equal to 26 minus 2x minus x squared over 2x plus 2. And hence it is shown. Okay, part B of the question wants us to reduce the equation to that, and we have been given the value of h as 3. So that means wherever there's h in the original equation, we're going to replace it with 3. Okay, so this comes to be rewritten as 3 is equal to 26 minus 2x minus x squared over 2x plus 2. At this point, we can cross multiply, and that will give us 3 is equal to 2x plus 2 is equal to 26 minus 2x minus x squared. So at this point, we can multiply the brackets, everything in the brackets, by 3, giving us 6x plus 6 is equal to that. And at this point, we have two choices. We can either take 6x plus 6 to the other side of the equal to sign, or we can take the 26 minus 2x minus x squared to the other side of the equal to sign. But looking at the nature of the equation where x has to be positive, to reduce the amount of workload needed to be done, I would rather take the latter to the other side of the equal to sign. Okay, so since we're taking the 26 minus 2x minus x squared to the other side of the equal to sign, everything that's negative will become positive, and everything that's positive will become negative at the other side of the equal to sign. So this becomes x squared plus 2x and minus 26. As we have seen, everything that was there's been a change of the signs. So we continue with the original things, which was 6x plus 6, which has to be equal to 0. So at this point, we can simply put the terms that can be added or subtracted together. This gives us x squared plus 2x plus 6x minus 26 plus 6 is equal to 0. So let's just bring that up. So rewriting that, at this point, the things that can be added and subtracted will be dealt with. So this gives us x squared is equal to 8x minus 20, which is equal to 0, hence shown. So we can now look at the third part of the question, which said solve the equation that we just found, and hence find the surface area to volume ratio of the box. So that is our equation, which is a quadratic expression which needs the product, factor, and the sum. So x squared is just the same as 1x squared. Multiplied that by minus 20 gives us minus 20, of course. The sum of the factors should give us 8. The factors here are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20 itself. So to get the sum of 10, we'll obviously need 10 and 2, 2 being negative and 10 being positive. So rewriting that, this time it will be x squared plus 10x minus 2x minus 20 will give us 0. So factorizing, x is a common term between x squared and 10x. So that gives us x plus 10. and 2 is a common term in both 2 and 20. So that will give us x plus 10 too. Grouping the two factors, we have x minus 2 and x plus 10 is equal to 0. At this point, we can say x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 10 is equal to 0. And finding the value of x, we have x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 10. So at this point, the question also wants us to find the surface area to volume ratio, but we have two values, x being 2 centimeters or x being minus 10 centimeters. So how do we know which value to get? So we can either test or use some logic. So firstly, starting with logic, we know for certain that we do not have negative centimeters. I mean, how do you measure negative centimeters? We can also test this. Let's just open a new window. We know that h is 3 and we found the value of x as 2. And we know the formula for finding the surface area. So let's just see if using this formula we'll get the same answer that the question gave us as a surface area. So we know the length was x plus 2 and x is 2. So this gives us the length as 4, the height is 3, and the width, which is just x, will give us 2. So this becomes 2, 4 times 2 plus 2, 4 times 3 plus 2, 3 times 2. So that becomes 2 times 8 plus 2 times 12 plus 2 times 6. 16 plus 24 plus 12, which then gives us 52 centimeters, hence shown. Okay, now that we know we're using x as 2, we can also begin to find the volume. So the formula for finding volume is simply length, breadth, and height. So this is 4 times 2 times 3, which will give us 24 centimeters. So we now begin to find the area to volume ratio, which is simply 52 to 24. And in its lowest terms, if we constantly divide by 2, we get 26 to 12. Dividing by 2, again, we get 13 to 6 as the ratio. Okay, so this has been the first episode of generic math questions. Now, looking at the nature of the question that was covered, it comprised of different topics. And for the sake of moving, I took it from a generic standpoint that most things covered in this topic are certain things that a person may at least understand, like quadratic equations and the like. But if you so happened to have not understood certain things, or if they appeared to be a little bit too fast, you could always let us know by commenting. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.